Hey guys, and welcome. My name is Darenk, and today we're gonna talk about the upcoming transfers in Lotro. So, in case you haven't known yet, they are planning to shut down some of the servers because there are too many servers and not enough players. So, you can go into the forum, and if you go to the develop diaries and official discussions, you can see the world transfers here, and a lot of people talking about this. But if you just click on read more here, it will transfer you to this developer diary. Well, we finally get some facts for the transfers. We don't get everything yet, but we get some transfers. Some facts. Starting August 3rd, we will announce the worlds that will be impacted, aka deleted. Impacted is a little weak here. That will be deleted. You will get a mail telling you that the server will be shut down in time. So you don't have to rush right away. You have time. So you can start transferring, basically. Character creation on these worlds will be closed. So if you have any names or anything that you want to reserve, now is your time. Or if you want to start a new character on your server, do it now. Set. All characters will receive a gift box on that server, and you will get a name like, the title will be off, Silverlord, for my example. And, any of the 29 words. And you get some cloaks and banners, whatever. It's something to remember your stuff. Now, the important part here will be, well, your Bane of World, if you creep. This will be important. The new transfer servers will become available with this patch on August 3rd. You'll be able to access it through the launcher. So at the launcher right away, there will be a button that says transfer underneath play button. So if we let's do this. We look at our transfer. So if you log in, under the play button there will be a transfer button. Be available coming to the Bull Roar test world. I don't know why you would want to go to Bull Roar first. Guess test a new patch. I don't know. And for free moves between the 10 worlds, 5 US, 5 EU. Now the important thing is, if you're on a US server, you can only transfer between US servers. You can't go to the EU server. The same goes the same way here. If you're on the EU server, you can't go on a US server. That's what it is. We will be monitoring transfer between those worlds for a couple of weeks, and all of going well, we will move to the next step. So next step is we're going to be turning off the auction house and allowing characters, kinship, and chat items on those worlds to move to the 10 remaining worlds. So they're going to start with 2 servers. I actually hope it's going to be server load so I can test that right away how it's going to work. But 2 servers are going to get the mail. You can transfer now to another world, to one of those 5 worlds that's going to be left. Brandywine is one of them. Land Rover is probably going to be the other one, and then, I don't know, Crick Hollow or something. We'll find out August 3rd. And then once those 2 servers are done, basically, or everything's going well, they're going to open up other servers. So they want to make it stepwise, which is wise. Otherwise, it's just going to, chaos, and everybody's going to transfer at the same time. Not a good idea. So they're going to make it steps and steps and steps. It's going to be good. On October 1st, transfers between the remaining 10 will once again become paid. However, transfer off to the impacted worlds will remain free indefinitely. So what that means is, on August 3rd to October 1st, you can transfer from any server to another server for free. Now, on October 1st, if you're on one of the 5 servers or 10 servers that are remaining, you have to pay again if you want to transfer off that server. For example, I have a guy on Brandywine. If I want to transfer him for free, I have till October 1st. Now, if I'm on a server that gets deleted, like probably Silverlord, it will be free forever. It will always be free for me to transfer off Silverlord to a server that is not. But the important part here is, if you want to transfer from one of the servers that are not getting deleted, you have till October 1st to do it for free. And then after the start of the new year, you will no longer be able to play on the impacted worlds. AKA, January 1st, probably all the old servers are down. only those 10 will be remaining. So you have till, well, you don't technically have till January 1st, but that's when servers are going to be closed down. That's how you long have to decide which server you want to play on. Now, you will be able to see the worlds and the characters, but you can't play. So even after January 1st, if you have migrated to another server, you can still do it. So your character does not get deleted. But that's how long you can play on that. Alright, new transfer features. So your shared items will transfer, which is important because otherwise it would be really annoying to lose everything in my shared account. So wardrobe, housing. It's important to note that in case you have moved a character and left some account level items behind. Oh, the shared item transfer will always be a free service, sorry. So that will always stay free. Kinship transfer, so that's going to be interesting. So when transferring a character who is a kinship leader, the game will disband the kinship on the home world and reform it on the new world, complete with all historical data. So if your kin leader moves a kinship to another server, that kin will be deleted on your server, but everything will be transferred to the other server. Players who were in that kin, the same kin, will be instantly added to the kin on the new world. So what that means is, what you want to do is, if you're a kinship and your whole kinship wants to migrate to another server, make sure the kin leader moves first, and then everybody else. Because that way the kinship already exists and everybody who transfers will be automatically be put in that kinship. Alright, naming priorities. Of course, you're gonna have some naming problems. You might have to rename your character. If there is, it will grant the name to the incoming character if the character existed on the world has not been active for 1 year or more. Meaning, if I move to a new server where somebody has the same name as me, if they have been active within a year, they will keep the name, I have to rename. If they have not been active in a year, I keep the name, they have to rename. Alright, and if already that name exists, you get a -1. You've probably seen that on your servers, and you will get a rename token with no expiration date. Region transfer, as I mentioned before, EU and US worlds will have data conflicts, so we're only able to support transfer of characters from an EU world to another EU world and US to US. So as I said, you cannot switch from EU to US or US to EU. It might suck for some people, but overall, oh well. Housing transfers. So when transferring a character who owns a house in the world, the belongings and history ownership of the house will go with that character. This means storage capacity, upkeep, prepayments, etc., etc., etc. But if you already own a house in a destination world, the upkeep, storage capacity items will be granted to the existing house on the account. So saying if I already own 2 homes, I already paid like 2 gold upkeep, that 2 gold upkeep will be applied to my other home. Recommended transfer order. So lessen the chance of confusion, item loss, it's recommended that you transfer any kinship leaders first, then homeowners, shared items, and then other characters. So if you're kinship leader, you want to go first. If you own a house, or your character owns a house, you want to go first, and then do the rest basically. So the future, I mean, basically what this is going to do is it's going to increase the people playing on one server instead of having 29 servers, with some servers having barely people or enough active people to do anything at all times. We have 10 servers where activity hopefully is going to be quite high and we'll find enough people to do stuff. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully PvP will be better. PvE. It's going to be easy to find people for groups. This is going to be good. Alright, so then frequently asked questions. Transfers between worlds that are open or will not be deleted will be kept free until October 1st. And then transfers of a world that got deleted will be free indefinitely. What is the timeline? August 2015, transfers begin for the first 2 servers, and then January 2016 is when it should be finished. So everything in your shared, your Destiny will be transferred, your shared storage, your wallet, everything that's important, like the shared currency, will be. So you won't lose your medallions and marks, which is important. You can transfer your kinship. The name again, the person on the server has priority unless they have not been active for a year. So new people probably have to rename. Important here. What about like on Brandywine? Brandywine will be made unavailable as a transfer destination until that server is moved to newer hardware and performance improvements are confirmed. So you cannot transfer to Brandywine right away, not until hardware improvements are done. So that's good. You can use the launcher to transfer, so it should be easy. We can do a full account, all characters included transfer. Yes, you can. What if I have... I like this one. What if I have all my character slots filled? We have doubled the amount of max character slots you can purchase. So it didn't double the character slots that you have, but you have doubled that you can purchase. Great, so you would have to purchase extra character slots, basically. Will my mail be transferred? No, mail does not transfer. So if you're one of those people who store items in mail, you wanna take everything out, because mail will not be transferred. What would happen if a character was transferred previously to Sunsetting World from a remaining world, and the player has other characters, shared banks and such on the remaining world already when they choose to move their account back to that remaining world? Will all items merge? Overflow? Items will merge. Alright, so meaning, say if I have a character on there already and I have 10,000 marks on this server, I have 20,000 marks on the other server. When I move them, they merge to 30,000 marks. Nice and easy. Wow, that's a long question. Alright, so exciting stuff happening. Hopefully August 3rd we'll know more and we'll see which servers will die. It's gonna be by Silver Alert, and we'll see which servers transfer first and which ones stay open. Brandywine stays open. I think Lantrell is a good contestant. I think there was a forum actually. The whole which servers will stay open. There you go. Wait a second, that's not, I want page 1. That's page 1. That's not the thread I meant. There was like one where I looked at which ones were most active. It doesn't matter, you can look this up. There's a lot of activity in the forum right now about this. Can we get an update? Yeah, well, I just got one. Alright guys, well, I'll be back on August 3rd when we find out which servers stay open and which ones will die in January. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys in game.